No problem. I am still waiting. Okay. I would really appreciate it if you all can on your video. Okay. And yeah. Anyone who has tried doodle art before? Anyone? Yes, no, yes, no. You can type it over there in the chat box. That would be great. Okay. In college, okay, there are a few people who have already tried it. Nice. What about others? Only like 3 people are okay. And boring lecture. Yeah, Sakshi, I completely agree. Even I used to do it in my school days. It was one of the most boring subject for me. And I used to actually scribble over there on the last sheet. Okay. And then I used to pass it to my best friends. It was just like a fun time, right? So we actually have tried doodle art before, maybe in our childhood days or maybe in our corporate world, but we didn't have the idea, okay, oh, isko doodle art bolte, okay. So anyone who have tried it before, like, can you just tell me, like, what is doodle art according to you guys? What do you think is doodle art? Anyone who can just try it? Koi bhi try karo. You can just type it over there in the chat box. You can unmute yourself and you can answer me. And it would be great if I can get some energy from you guys, because it would actually motivate me as well. No idea. You can actually try it, na? Anvit, what do you think? Like, doodle artists may be cute characters. एक single word भी चलेगा. I'm not asking you the perfect definition. कुछ भी बोलो, that's fine. Doodle art देख के आपको क्या लगता है? What comes in your mind? Fun sketching, yeah. Freehand drawing, perfect. It's a freehand drawing, so you don't need to focus on the perfection part. Yes, Bhavna, perfect. Omika, just scribbling fun stuff. Yeah, it's just like scribbling whatever comes in your mind, or maybe you see in front of you. Perfect, perfect. Never tried it. Okay. Freehand sketch. Yeah. Anyone else who would like to add something? Anyone? Kuch to bolo, guys. Anyone who would like to add something? Namrata, anyone?
Come on, okay, guys, be a little more active.
Yeah, that would be great. I would really appreciate it. Just type it what imaginary creative work. Perfect. Doodle art is all about your imagination and your creativity. Okay. You just keep on adding your creativity and imagination over there on your sheet. Fine. So आपको it's not necessary like what you see in front of you. आपको वो exact same thing करना है. You can definitely make little changes according to you. Okay, you can definitely do that. Cartoons maybe yeah, you can also call it as cartoon, because we can make different shapes, and when you keep on adding different expressions inside it, you can call it as characters or maybe cartoons. Yeah. Anyone, just give it a try, guys. Come on. Everyone, I want you all to try it.
Guys, you don't have to be correct, okay? It's not like we'll scold you if you're wrong. Don't worry. You can just say whatever comes to your mind, guys. As I said, please enjoy today's class. This 1 hour, just enjoy, okay?
Crazy face reactions. Yeah, we just keep on adding different expression. That's what we are going to do it today. And I was able to see it before, like few of you have tried it before, right? So how do you do? Like, how do you do normally? Like, do you take the reference image from the internet, or do you do it by yourself? How does it works for you all? Those who have tried it. By myself. Oh, that's great. Or Mika ma'am, that's great. Take reference image by myself. Okay, nice. Okay, yeah, that's completely fine if you guys take the reference, because 4 years back, even I used to take the reference image from the internet. And to be honest, I used to do the exact same thing. And we have the habit, right? हम वो exact same thing करते हैं, and when it looks beautiful, we are actually proud of ourselves. So that's the same thing that used to happen with me as well. Okay, I was proud of myself. कि wow, कितना अच्छा art बनाया. But that's not how art works, right? Art is all about expressing our feelings, right? So that's the reason we are here coming up with this doodle art workshop, so that you all can learn how to come up with your own doodle art rather than taking the reference image from the internet. So are you all excited to learn how to come up with your own doodle art? Yes, no, guys, trust me, I want some energy. Then only we can start with the session. Okay. I like this energy now. Okay. Please keep this energy till the end. Okay, and there are many people who are doing it for the first time as well, right? So we'll do one thing. We'll take a basic doodle art. Okay, so let's learn how to make a shape doodle today. Fine. So I'll be teaching you all how to come up with your shape collage and how to come up with your own expressions as well. Okay, so let's do that. When it comes to expression, like kawaii doodle is one of my most favorite expressions. So what I used to do before was I used to take the reference from the kawaii doodle and I used to do the exact same thing. Okay, but today I will be teaching you all how to come up with your own expressions. So maybe even you guys might be doing the same thing. आप cute expressions type करते रहोगे over there on the internet, and you might be doing the exact same thing, right? But today we'll be learning how to come up with our own expression, and maybe after today's session you don't need to type cute expression over there on the internet. Okay, so without wasting any time, I'll let you all know the list of material that we need for today's session. Okay, so you'll just be needing your pencil, okay, your eraser, your black color sketch pen, your black color pen, okay, your drawing book and or else your drawing sheet of any size. I'm going to use this A5 size drawing sheet. You can use a drawing book or drawing sheet of any size. That's completely fine. Okay, and if you want to make it colorful, I like black and white stuff as well, so I'll be doing black and white doodle art today. But if you want to make it colorful, you can definitely get your pencil colors, you can get your oil pastel colors, you can get your anything, watercolors, poster colors, the one you are comfortable with. Okay, so I'll wait for everyone. Once you all are ready with your material, please to give me a confirmation by showing a thumbs up, and then we'll start with our artwork. Okay, and the main aim of today's session is to come up with our own doodle art. Okay, so avoid doing the exact same thing that I'm doing. Okay, try making a little bit changes according to you. I'm not asking you if you're doing it for the first time, तो आपके 100% different doodle art बनाना है, but definitely you can try to make a little bit changes according to you, right? So let's do that. Okay, so I got confirmation over here. Okay, perfect. That's great. Fine. So let's do one thing. Let's start with our artwork now. So maybe can you just spotlight my artwork so that they'll be able to see it? Yeah. Thank you so much. And we are going to do it in the landscape direction. Like I'm doing it in the landscape direction right now. You can do it in landscape, portrait, any direction is fine. Sleeping is known as landscape, standing is portrait. I am doing it in landscape. ठीक है, आप कोई भी direction में करो, that's completely fine. It depends upon you. Okay, and just enjoy the process and just have fun throughout the session. Okay, you don't need to focus on the perfection part, and that's the best thing about doodle art. Okay, so if you're not getting perfect lines or maybe perfect curves, don't worry. Sif karte jao and just keep on enjoying. Fine. So whenever you are planning to come up with a shape doodle, okay, we need to start with a base shape first. Fine. So first step is making a shape collage over here. Okay. So abhi मैं shape collage के लिए I'll be making my base shape over here. So maybe you can make a sleeping line over there for your base. I'm just showing it to you all. You can observe it. Maybe a sleeping oval circle. You can make a curve. Maybe some zigzag lines. Or maybe a rectangle shape. Or maybe a circle. Anything is fine. Just make sure that your base shape should be big, because you need to add some shapes over here at the center, on the right hand side, and over here on the left hand side. Fine. So if you make a small base shape, you will end up making a small doodle art. Okay, so it's very important to make your base shape big. Let's start. Okay, everyone. I will be making a curve over here for my base. You can do like anything over there. That's completely fine. 1, 2. I'll make one slanting line over here on the left hand side. One slanting line over here on the right hand side, and I'll join it. Are you able to see it? I just covered almost like 75% of my page, right? So even you guys need to do the same thing. Clear? After this, once you are done with your base shape, you will keep on adding different shapes over there at the top to come up with a shape collage. Okay, you can make like any random shape. Just keep on playing with your lines and your curves and try coming up with your own shapes. Okay, it's not necessary maybe to make a flower or maybe to make a leaf. It's not necessary basically कि आपके shape का कोई meaning होना चाहिए. You can also make any meaningless shape as well. That's completely fine. कोई भी random shape अपने आप से बनाओगे, then also that's completely fine. Okay, so let's start doing that. I'll make one upside down alphabet U over here. Okay, I love making curves. Maybe majority of my shape I'll be making curve. I'll be using curves over here. You can definitely use lines as well. You can combine both of them. I'll make one curve, second curve, third curve over here. I'll turn it again, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and I'll join it. Fine. And also remember one more thing over here, that your shape should not be of same size. Okay, just keep on changing the size of your shape while you are doing it. I'll maybe make 1, 2, 3, 4 upside down alphabet U over here. Okay, let's make maybe a bunny kind of a thing. So I'll make one small upside down alphabet U, a curve, upside down alphabet U, a curve, and I'll join it. And I'll repeat it again. Try to make little bit changes according to you. So maybe instead of this shape, you can maybe make a circle over there, or maybe triangle banalo. That's how you can try to make little bit changes. Okay, let's make a triangle now over here. Okay. So after this, I am done with my 5 shapes over here above my base shape. Okay, let's make maybe a slanting oval circle. Okay, over here, let's make a rectangle shape. And it's fine if you don't get a perfect line, okay? That's completely fine. And people used to ask me, like, is it necessary to overlap each and every shape, or maybe each and every illustration? It's nothing like that, okay? You can definitely leave little gap over there between your shapes and between your illustrations. That's completely fine. Okay, you can definitely do that. So are you able to see it? I left little gap over there between my shapes, and you can also repeat your shapes. Clear? I'll make one more rectangle shape over here and I'll join it. Just keep on doing it slowly. That's completely fine. I'll wait for everyone once I'm done with my shape collage. Okay, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay. Let's make maybe a pyramid shape over here at the center. So I'm making a slanting line going up, a slanting line coming down. And are you able to see the point of intersection? Again, from here, make a slanting line coming down and the sleeping line over here for your base. Okay, it's easy. People feel that it's difficult. Is it okay to put pointed edges? Yeah. That's definitely fine. As I said, I love making curves, so maybe my edges are going to be smooth for each and every shape. But yeah, you can definitely make it pointed. That's completely fine. Okay, you can definitely do that. Maybe let's make a small heart shape. Let's make a small circle over here, one upside down alphabet U. And you also need to check it, okay? It's necessary to balance your doodle. So now I am almost done with this right hand side. I just need to add one shape over here and maybe 2 to 3 shapes over here on the left hand side to balance it, okay? So we'll do that. So let's make maybe some curves over here. Okay, I'll make a curve from here going up, coming down, 3 curves over here at the bottom, and I'll join it. Okay, again, let's make a curve going up, alphabet U, again a curve, alphabet U, and a curve coming down. Now this shape is looking actually a little incomplete, so I'll do one thing. Let's make 2 triangles over here at the top. Okay, and I'll just increase this curve and I'll join it. Yeah. So after this, I am done with my shape collage. Does anyone has any doubt? If yes, then please let me know. And please do give me the confirmation once you are done with your shape collage, because after this, we are going to move to a fun part. I'll be teaching you all how to come up with your own expressions. Okay. So yeah, Bhavna ma'am, you're already done. Wow, that's great. Bhavna ma'am, a small suggestion. Maybe you can add a few shapes over here on the right hand side. You have little space, right? So you can do that. 1 या 2 shapes आप उधर add कर सकते हो. What about others? Waiting for a quick confirmation from everyone. Manhore ma'am, I actually can't see it because of the shadow and that thing is very bright. So we'll do one thing, guys. You can do one thing. You can complete your entire artwork, and then when you trace it, now you can show it to me so that your each and every lines will be visible clearly. Okay, and thank you so much everyone for your confirmation. And I would really appreciate it if you all can on your video as well. Okay. Fine.
Yes,
Okay. Thank you
guys.
so much, everyone, for your confirmation. Fine. Let's move to our next step, and this is going to be fun. So let's take a rough sheet. Let's don't have to come up with our own expressions first on a rough sheet. And then we'll be moving to our final art. Okay, ma'am, are we going to fill the? I'll tell you. अभी तो हमने 1% भी नहीं किया है. It's just the basic thing. Okay, we'll be adding expression. We'll add patterns. Thank you so much, Nikita ma'am, for coming on video. Others as well. I would really appreciate it if you all can on your video. Okay, we need to do a lot, guys. Don't worry. Okay, let's learn first how to come up with our expressions. Okay, so when you want to make an expression, you can actually start with like any random shape. Maybe I'll just zoom out a little. Let's take a triangle, any shape. Okay, I am just taking a triangle shape over here. I just made a normal triangle. Okay, I'll make one upside down triangle over here for the second eye, and I'll make a circle over here at the center, and I'll just shade it. Okay, so are you able to see it? I made this first expression over here just by using two different shapes. Okay, triangle over there for making eyes and a circle over there for making mouth. Similarly, you can use any two shapes and you can try to come up with your own expression. Maybe heart shapes over there for eyes and maybe a small rectangle kind of a shape over there for mouth. That's how you can do it. Okay, so I'll show you maybe two small heart shape over here for eyes and a sleeping rectangle shape over there for mouth. You can actually scribble it over here right now because we are just doing it on a rough sheet. Okay. You can also make your expressions just by using lines and curves. Okay, so you can just make like two small sleeping lines over here for eyes and you can make curves over there for mouth. Okay, or else you can do vice versa. Maybe a curves over there for eyes and a thick sleeping line over there for mouth. So curves for eyes and a thick sleeping line over there for mouth. Okay, you can also make your expression by using alphabet. You can use like any alphabet. Maybe let's take alphabet T. I'm just using alphabet T over here for eyes. I'll just make one upside down alphabet U over here for this sad face. And as I made a sad face over here, I'll do one thing. I'll just make this vertical lines little thick. So maybe a boy or a girl is crying. Okay, you can use like any alphabet. I'll show you one more example. Maybe let's take N over here for eyes and just the normal alphabet U over here for smiling face. Okay, that's how we can do it. And again, not only this, you can also use your numbers for coming up with your expression, any single digit number. Okay, so maybe let's take number 6 over here for making eyes. Okay, number 6, I'll just shade it. Number 3 over here for lips and a small heart shade next to it, and I'll shade it. Okay, so I hope I am clear. Just keep on playing with your shapes, your lines, your curves, your alphabets, your numbers, and try coming up with your own expression. Try coming up with at least one expression by yourself. Okay, and then once you are done, just let me know. So we'll move to our final artwork. Okay, we'll add expression to our shape collage that we made it before. Okay, so even I'll do one expression. Rectangle shapes ho gaya. Oh, very fast. Maybe you can make one more expression. That's what you can do. Yes, does anyone has any doubt? If anyone has any doubt, please type it over there in the chat box. I'll just make one circle, second circle over here for eyeball, and alphabet U over here at the center for mouth. And you can also add eyebrows and eyelashes over here for your character. Okay, so I'll do one thing. I'll make eyelashes. So two small curves over here for eyelashes. And for eyebrow, you can make like curves, you can make slanting lines, you can make zigzag lines, anything is fine. Okay, so if I want to add an eyebrow over here, I can just make two curves. Okay, What about others? Like people normally used to smile when they come up with their own expression, but majority everyone's video is off, so I'm not getting an idea. Are you all enjoying coming up with your own expressions? Yes, no. Akshita, amazing. Nikita ma'am, thank you for confirming. Okay, you guys are enjoying. That's great. Nice, 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 nice. So let's do one thing now. Let's take a final artwork. Okay, and let's start adding expressions over there inside it. Let's do that, everyone. So I'll just take my final artwork and I'll be taking my pen. Okay, so if you are not confident doing it directly with your pen, you can do one thing. You do it first with your pencil and then you can trace it with your pen. Okay, that's completely fine. And the reason I'm using my pen over here is because we have small shapes, right? So if when you use your sketch pen, you actually end up getting thick lines and thick curves, right? And when you use your pen, you end up getting thin lines and thin curves. So thick lines and thick curves won't look good inside a small shape, right? So that's the reason. Please use your pen for making expressions inside it. Okay, I'll just check my pen first. Okay, let's start. So I'll start with this shape over here. Okay, I'll just maybe zoom in a little more. Yeah, and let's start. So maybe just two circles, small circles. One standing oval circle over here at the center, and I'll do one thing, I'll shade it. So always for shading, you can use your sketch pen or else your brush pen so that you will be able to shade it easily and it will help you to save your time. Okay, now this expression is actually looking a little simple to me. So I'll do one thing, I'll add blush over here. Okay, so maybe I'll make three slanting lines over here on the right hand side and three slanting lines over here on the left hand side. If you are planning to make it colorful, you can also make that blush thing using a different color sketch pen. Let it be pink color ka sketch pen. You can use like any shape. Okay, after this, I have a big shape over here, right? Maybe let's make two big circles. One, two. I just made two big circles over here. I'll make one curve on the right, left, right. Okay, I just want to make cute eyes. So that's the reason I made curves over there on the left hand side, right hand side. And now I'll do one thing. I'll shade the area over here at the center. You can also shade the area inside your curve as well. Okay, anything is fine. Or else you can shade the area over there at the center. Okay, after this, I'll make mouth over here at the bottom. So I'll make a sleeping line and alphabet U over here for mouth. Okay, and as I made a big mouth over here, let's add a tongue. Okay, so for making tongue, let's make one curve over here. And if you want, you can shade that tongue or else you can shade the area above it. I'll just do one thing. I'll shade the area above it using my black color sketch pen. Okay, and as I made cute eyes over here, I can make blush again, but I'll be doing it in a little different way. Okay, so maybe I'll just make one sleeping oval circle on the left and one sleeping oval circle on the right hand side. Okay, left, right. I'll just do that. But make sure that that blush thing should be between your eyes and that mouth. We have it over there on our cheeks, right? Okay. Let's move to the next one and also try to make little bit changes according to you. If I'm making a circle over here, a small circle, you can make a big circle over there or maybe a standing oval circle or maybe a triangle. Okay, you can try to make little bit changes according to you. And as I made tongue over here, I'm planning to make teeth. So I'll just make one sleeping oval circle over here at the center. Okay, and then I'll just make some vertical lines over here for teeth. Fine. And it's not necessary just to make an expression by using one single thing. For example, it's not necessary to just use shapes for coming up with your expression. You can combine maybe your number, your lines, your curves together, and then you can try to come up with your own expression. You can definitely do that. I'll show you an example over here. So again, when you are using a number, make sure that you use only a single digit number. Okay. So maybe let's take number 8. I'll make a slanting line coming down towards left, right, and some curves over here at the bottom for mouth. Okay, so this maybe bunny is winking his eye. Fine. After this, I have a small triangle over here, right? I am actually planning to make a side face. So whenever you're making a side face, okay, and only one eye is going to be visible, right? So I'll do one thing. I'll make one big standing oval circle over here at the center, like on the right hand side. Okay. And then maybe let's make a beak. So I made a triangle over here for beak and I'll shade it. So I am shading it using my sketch pen. Are you going to color it? No, I won't be coloring it. If you want, you can definitely color it, but I'll tell you when to color it. Okay. So yeah, I'll just zoom out a little. So those who are maybe doing that triangle part will be able to see it. So after this, we are done with our shapes over here. What if you want to make one eye visible in the middle of the shape? Yeah, I'll show you that as well. So whenever you have a thin shape, you can go with that one singular. Ayushi, I'll clear that doubt. I'll show you soon. So see, if I have a big shape over here and I make one single eye, it's not going to look good, right? So wherever you have a thin shape, maybe over here, I can make one single eye. Maybe over here, I can make one single eye. So I'll do that and I'll definitely show it to you. Don't worry. So I have a big shape over here, right? So let's add something cool over here. Okay, so I'll just make one big curve over here at the center, one curve over here, a slanting line going up, coming down, again a curve, and I'll join it. I'll tell you, let's add expressions first and then we'll be making the outline. Okay, don't worry. And I'll make a drop shape over here at the center. Let's go like step by step or else you'll end up getting confused. Okay, so I just made glaze over there at the top and I just made a drop shape over there for mouth. And I'll make a small curve over here for tongue and I'll shade it. If you are planning to make it colorful, you can definitely use your red color sketch pen or else your red pencil color. Okay, now this glare is looking pretty simple, right? So I can do one thing. I can add a pattern inside it to make it look a little attractive. Okay, so I'll just make a basic pattern over here. I'm just making slanting lines. Okay, and I will shade the area around it. So I'll make my border first. And I'll shade the center part. So people used to ask me, like, do we have some rules and regulations for coming up with our own doodle art? Trust me, we don't have any rules and regulations. You just need to follow some tips and techniques to come up with your own doodle art. That's it. Okay. And make sure that you shade the center part in one single direction. Okay. And there should not be any white space and apply less pressure or else your paper particles might start coming up depending upon the paper that you are using. Okay, don't apply more pressure, just do it gently. Fine. So are you able to see it? It's looking completely different just by adding a pattern and by shading the area around it, right? So that's how you can just make little bit changes over there in your doodle art and you can make your work look attractive always. Okay, so let's move to this thing. I'll make two standing oval circles, a sleeping line, alphabet U over here for mouth, and let's convert this ghost into a funny ghost. So I'll just make funny and maybe cute. So I'll make a rectangle shape over there for teeth. Okay, so this ghost over here with one single teeth. And you can add a pattern inside it. So I'll do one thing, I'll add a pattern inside it. I'll just make slanting lines over here inside it. If you want, you can shade it completely inside that rectangle shape or else you can shade the area around it. Anything is fine. Okay, I'll wait. I hope you all are able to follow it. And even any doubt, if yes, then please let me know. Okay, thank you for confirming. Sakshi, Rija, Ayushi, Linda, bit user, Jyotsna ma'am, like Akshita, Anvit. I hope you are able to follow it. Okay, that's great. We didn't use alphabets, right? So let's use alphabet now. Let's take X. I just make like two small alphabet X over there for eyes, sleeping line and alphabet U over here for mouth. And this character gives me a devil kind of a feel. So I would like to make that devil teeth. Okay, so whenever you want to make that devil teeth, you can always use triangle shape over there for teeth. Okay, so I'll just make two triangles over here. Unfortunately, I don't have enough space for making two big triangles. If you have like more space, please make sure that you make two big triangles. Okay, वो ज़्यादा devil effect दिखेगा. So I'll just shade the area around it. If you want, again, if you want, you can shade your teeth, or else you can shade the area around it to make it look attractive. Vampire. Does X? Nahi, I just made it essay randomly. Not that devil kind of eye, but I just wanted to add that devil kind of teeth. So yeah. Okay, after this, let's move to our next one. So two sleeping lines, two circles, and maybe a chotu sa rectangle shape over here at the center. So maybe he's giving a look to the character over there on the right hand side. Okay, and if you want, you can just end up making some vertical lines. And a sleeping line over here at the center. So maybe a guy over there with braces at the top. Which pen you use? I am using my Trimax gel pen. So आप कोई भी पेन या ले सकते हो. So when you make a side face and when you want to make that smile, so you just need to make that half curve. मतलब यही इतना part ही दिखेगा. You'll just be able to see that half part. Okay, let's move to our next one. So I'll make one big curve. I'll make a guy over here with one single eye. I'll make one curve over here at the center, and it's not necessary to make rectangle shape over there for teeth. You can use like any shape. So maybe you can use curves, you can use circles, as we did triangles over here. You can use like any shape. Yeah, you can use any expression. You can definitely do that, and I would really appreciate it if you guys come up with your own expressions. Okay, you can definitely do that. So I'll just make some curves over here for teeth. And if you want, you can make slanting lines, or else you can shade it. It depends upon you. Okay, and it's not actually necessary to add like expression inside each and every shape. Okay, if you want, you can add yeah, Sangeeta ma'am. So if you want, you can add a pattern inside it, or else if you want, you can also write something inside it. It completely depends upon you. But if you want your doodle art to look super cute, I would suggest you to add like expression inside 90% of your shapes. Okay, so I have a small shape, right? So if I want, I can definitely add a pattern inside it, or else I will end up making a simple expression. Okay, so I'll just make a very simple expression. I'll come to that pattern part. Wait, let's add expression. Hum patterns kaise banayenge? I'll show you the basic one. Okay, so I'll maybe make two small heart shapes over here and a sleeping line. Okay, and also, as I said, we can make one single eye over there where you have a thinner shape, right? So I just have this thin shape over here. So I'll just make a monster over here with one single eye. Let's do that. So I'll start with a curve. I'll make a circle over here at the center. I'll make one more circle inside it. Maybe minion or a monster. Let's do that. So I'll make one more circle inside it. And now I have more space over there at the bottom. So as I'm making a monster, I can do one thing. I'll make a monster over here with one huge tongue coming down. So curves over here. I'll come down, I'll go up and I'll join it. Okay, and then I'll just shade it. I'll just shade the area over there at the center. And I'll do one thing. I have a little more gap over there. Eyes like jalebi can be a pattern. Yeah, you can do that. That's a good idea. That jalebi thing represent that hypnotized kind of eyes. So we can do that. I'll do it over here. That's a good idea. So I'll make some slanting lines over here. Okay, for eyelash. Yeah. I actually started making a monster, but eventually I ended up making a minion because I had that minion ka thought in my mind. So I'll just make that jalebi kind of thing. The suggestion we got it over here. So it actually represents that hypnotized kind of eyes. Okay. And then I'll make a sleeping line and upside down alphabet U over here for tongue. And I'll just make a vertical line over there for tongue. Okay. If you want again, you can shade it or else you can keep it simple. Anything is fine. Okay, so once you are done adding expressions over there inside your shapes, please do let me know, because after this, I am actually planning to write something over there inside my shapes. Okay. So whenever you are planning to write something inside your shapes, make sure that you try to relate it to the characters that you have around it, or maybe the illustrations that you made around it. Okay. So I just have some random characters over here. Maybe I can write something related to friends or maybe cousins. That's the first thing that came in my mind, because we have the devil kind of a character. We have monster. We have a guy over here wearing glass. So that's the first thing that came in my mind. You can actually write like anything. So I won't be able to fit friends over here. So maybe I can write, yeah, best friends forever. I can do that. Okay. And it's not necessary to write like over here inside your shapes. If you want, you can add pattern over here, or else you can add expressions over here. And you can just write something over here for your base shape. Maybe doodle art workshop, or maybe oh happy day. Anything is fine. Okay, so it's not necessary if I am writing something inside it, even you guys need to do the same thing. Okay, so now I will be writing best friends forever over here, and actually want that thing to be visible clearly. Okay, so you can always do one thing. You can use a different shade if you want the particular part to be highlighted. So for example, if I want that best friends forever thing to be visible clearly, I can maybe use my red color sketch pen, my pink color sketch pen, any other shade. I can do that, or else I can use my sketch pen, so that I'll end up getting a thick alphabet over here. Yes, Nikita, ma'am, it's so good to see you made lots and lots of shapes. You almost covered your entire page. It's looking good. Nice. So yeah, I'll just do like best friends forever over here. And I am using my normal black color sketch pen because I want to keep my doodle art black and white. Okay, I'll just do that. Friends forever. I'll make two heart shape next to it because I have little space. Okay, and once you are done, maybe making an expression over there inside your shape, or maybe writing something, or maybe adding a pattern inside it, we will start tracing our shapes. Okay, so when you're tracing your shapes, make sure that you use your brush pen or else your sketch pen, so that you end up getting a thick outline. Okay, when you make a thick outline, your each and every shape will be visible clearly. And we are making shape doodle art today, right? So we definitely want our each and every shape to be visible, right? So take your sketch pen or else your brush pen and start tracing your shapes. Okay, try to lift your pen after each and every curve and after each and every line, so that you'll be able to trace it properly. Right now, you won't be able to see a huge difference because we just made some normal shapes over here, right? But actually, when you make a pattern or else when you do mandala art or when you do Zentangle art, you'll be able to see a huge difference, okay? Because you will end up getting perfect lines and perfect curves, and your artwork will look neat at the end. Okay, so let's start tracing our shapes. Okay. Just do it slowly, okay? Because we won't be able to erase it. So that's fine. Take your time. Keep on doing it slowly. And if you want, you can also use different color sketch pens as well, if you are not planning to color it. And if you want to color it using your pencil colors later, you can do the outline right now with a black color sketch pen, and then you can color it. That completely depends upon you. Okay, I'm just tracing my shapes. I hope everyone is tracing it along with me. And I hope everyone is done with the drawing part. If anyone has any doubt, please type it over there in the chat box. And I hope you all are enjoying. Again, I can just see like few people over here on camera. Who all are doing it along with me today.
Yes,
So
guys.
I
Please in the
actually,
chat box let us know if you're doing
yeah,
it along with us.
no one. I guess everyone is busy maybe doing it, so they are not
Yes.
typing it over there. Okay. So yeah, and I also want this best for friends forever thing to be highlighted. Okay, so I'll just make this 3D kind of an effect. Okay, Kavya is doing it. I'll just make this vertical line and this horizontal line little thick to make that 3D kind of an effect. I'll show you. I'll show you, Pooja. Don't worry. And if you want to make it colorful, can you please suggest some variety of colors? Yeah, I'll tell you. Let's complete the drawing part and then you can color. Okay, you can use any bright colors and variety of colors. Do you mean the brand or else you are talking about the shades? So you can just clear it once accordingly. I can help you. So always, if you're talking about the colors over here, I would always suggest you to use bright colors so that you get positive vibes from your artwork. Okay, avoid using that maybe dull color like gray. You can use any color, as I said before. You can use your crayon colors. You can use your watercolors, but make sure if you are done with your tracing part, then your sketch pen should be waterproof, okay? Because of watercolors use karoge, it might smudge. So if you are using a waterproof marker, then you can color it with your watercolors, or else you can use your pencil colors. You can use your brush pens. You can use your what do we call crayon colors or oil pastel colors, anything is fine. Okay, I'm also making this 3D effect over here as well, and maybe let's convert this base shape into a banner. Yeah, you can take the color combination of 3 colors, or else you can just keep on using different shades. Anything is fine, it depends upon you. Okay, so I'll just make triangle over here on the one side, triangle over here on the other side. Okay, I'm converting this base shape into a banner. Okay, so I'll make this one curve, second curve, a slanting line coming down towards left, right, and I'll join it. Again, one curve, second curve, slanting line coming down towards left, right, and I'll join it. Okay, so anyone, any doubt till here? I hope I am clear. If anyone has any doubt, please let me know, because after this, I'll be showing you all how to fill this gap over here between our shapes. Um, yes, Anvit, it's looking great. And don't worry, I'll check, like, we'll check everyone's artwork at the end of the session and we'll also click a picture. Okay, you did a good job, Anvit. Nice. Anyone, any doubt? Let's move to our next part. I'll just answer like Pooja ma'am's question, like how to fill this gap over here between our shapes. So you can add a pattern over there between your shapes, okay? And you can actually come up with like n number of patterns. We do have a complete different session over there in the masterclass known as Entangle Art, where I'll be teaching you actually how to come up with your own patterns. Right now, I'll just be showing you the basic one, because agar wo pattern ke concept ko leke, if I start explaining it right now, we'll end up taking 1 hour just for patterns. Okay, so I'll just show you how to make basic patterns. Okay, you can use lines, you can use curves, you can use shapes. Okay, I'll show you how to do that. So right now, I'll just make lines over here at the center. And always while you're making a pattern, make sure that you use your gel pen or else your ball pen, so that you end up getting thin lines and thin curves. Ma'am, you highlighted with pen. Always do it with your sketch pen, because we need to make that part thick, right? So agar aap pen use karoge, you'll end up taking lots and lots of time to color it, right? So that's the reason always use your sketch pen when you want to shade a thicker part, or else whenever you want to make a particular thing thick. Okay? I'll make some slanting lines coming down, and I'll be making some slanting lines going up. Make sure that your line should not be incomplete. And if you want to show this continuation kind of a thing, you can repeat the same pattern over here, or else you can come up with a different pattern. Okay, you can make n number of patterns, trust me, just by using lines. Okay, and if you feel that you just have very little gap over there between your shapes, you can actually shade it completely. I'll show you. Because even if you add a pattern over there, it's not going to be visible, right? I just have a very little gap over here. So I'll actually shade it completely rather than adding a pattern, because it's not going to be visible at all. Okay. Yeah. And now I'll show you how to make a pattern over here by using shapes. So maybe I'll make it over here. You can take one single shape. You can keep on changing the size of your shape, or else you can combine like 3 to 4 different shapes together. Anything is fine. Okay, so I'll just take one single shape and I'll keep on changing the size of that shape. Okay, it's not compulsory to add a pattern. Okay, if you have gap, then only you'll be adding pattern over here. Maybe I'll add it over here as well. Maybe a few circles over here. And if we are adding pattern over here on the right hand side, you also need to add it over here on the left hand side to balance it. It's very important to balance it. Okay, so I'll just make few circles over here on the other side as well. Yeah, and maybe over here as well. Okay. And after this, are you able to see it? We made some shapes over here and few of them are looking little simple, right? Because we made them little big. So what we can do is now we can also add patterns over there inside our shapes, okay? So make sure that you don't add pattern inside each and every shape because it's very important to keep your doodle art simple and cute. So I'll only be adding like patterns in few of them. So I'll be making curves over here. Sorry. I'll make like sleeping lines over here because even this shape is looking little simple. Maybe some slanting lines over here. Two standing oval circles over here. Some vertical lines over here and over here. Yeah. So if you feel that your shape is looking a little simple, then you can add pattern inside it. And once you are done adding pattern, please do let me know because after this, we will be moving to our last part. I'll be teaching you all like how to add elements and what do we exactly mean by an element. Okay, so once you all are done, please do give me a quick confirmation so that I get an idea. And does anyone has any doubt till here? I hope it's clear. Okay. Great, thank you for confirming. So I'll tell you all what do we exactly mean by elements over here on my rough sheet. You can just observe it. Again, there are a number of elements that you can make. We have a complete different session over there in the masterclass known as human figure that I'll be teaching everything in detail. But right now I'll just show you the glimpse, okay, what all things you can do it over there as an element. Okay. So if you have a boy, okay, you can make a tie over there for a boy. You can shade it. You can add some patterns inside it. Okay. If you are making a girl, you can maybe make a hairband. If you made a girl, you can make a hairband. You can add different patterns inside it using different color sketch pens. And if you want, you can shade it. Okay, you all can just observe it right now. Okay, आपको बनाने का जरूरत नहीं है. You can just observe it. There are also n number of hairstyles that you can make. So again, you'll be learning it in detail later. Maybe I'll show like 2 of them over here. So you can just make a hairstyle over here just by using curves. Or maybe by using slanting lines. So look, I am just making that spikes here over here. Just by making zigzag line up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, and you can also make hands and legs for your character. So as in doodle art, you don't need to focus on the perfection part, right? So you can just make like 2 slanting lines and a circle, or maybe a curve and a circle over there for your hand. That's what you can do. Not only this, you can also make a t-shirt over there for your character. You can definitely do that. Fine. And you can also add a speech bubble. Okay, so maybe one character talking to everyone, or maybe 2 characters talking to each other. You can do that. Fine. So now you might be having a question, right? You all might be clear, like what do we exactly mean by an element? But now you might be having a question, कि elements add किधर करना है, right? So whenever you feel that your shape is looking a little simple, even after adding a pattern inside it, okay, then you can go with the element thing. Or else if you feel that you have little space over there around your shape, then you can go with the element thing. Fine. So I have space over here, and over here, and maybe somewhere over here. So I can add elements over there. Fine. So maybe I'll make a hat over here for this monster. And I'll make a curve over here and a circle over here for this hand. So maybe he's happy. Okay, and it's raising his hands. Okay. This shape is looking simple. We didn't add a pattern. As I made a side face over here, I'll do one thing. I'll just add one single hand. So I just wrote alphabet U over there for hand. Okay, only one hand will be visible, right? So I just wrote alphabet U over there. Um, this expression, let's convert it into a girl. So I'll just make a circle and like I'll make a flower over here at the top. Okay, and you can also make a hand. So one slanting line coming down towards left, right, and a circle. Okay, and maybe I'll make a small speech bubble over here. And I'll actually just make a heart shape inside it. If you have more space, you can also write something inside it. Okay, so if you want, like, you can just write like let's go, hooray, or maybe fun time, anything inside it. I'll just make a small speech bubble. I just did that over here. Okay, you can make it big and you can write anything. Okay. Now I have little bit space over here on the right hand side and over here on the left hand side. So I'll do one thing. I'll add speech bubble. I'll just add, sorry, drop shape over here. Okay, and I'll shade it. Okay, and as I made drop shape over here on the right hand side to balance my doodle art, I also need to make drop shape over here on the other side as well. So I'll make 3 drop shapes over here as well, and I'll shade it. It's not necessary to make a drop shape always. If you want, you can make a triangle, you can make slanting lines, and you can make it thick, anything is fine. Okay, you can always make this thing like it will help your artwork look attractive. And if you're making it on one side, make sure that you make it on the other side as well, just to balance it. So after this, we are done with our shape doodle. So we started with the basic shape collage, and here it is. We made characters over here. So yeah, and this is just the very basic thing that we did today. There are lots and lots of things that you can do it in Doodle Art. We have some advanced level pictures with us. Can we add instead of what can we? You can make a triangle. Okay, and you can, if you want, you can also make slanting lines. I'll show you. You can make like thick slanting lines. 1, 2, 3. You can make it thick. Glad, Sangeeta ma'am, that you liked it. So what about others, guys? How's the Josh? Are you all tired? Are you all enjoying? Okay. Thank you so much, Jyotsna ma'am. Okay. And do you want to see some advanced level artworks? Because this is not, as I said, this is just the basic